and passing of a drug, alcohol, and fit to work exam. Can I get a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee Spencer. On the question, Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and President Burns.
Yes. Administrators report.
I have nothing at this time, President Burns.
Okay. The buoys are in. The harvester's in. The water patrol boat is in, right? Everything's in.
Correct.
We just got to wait for the water level to lower,
Right.
which
Should be
hopefully
done by
happens.
tomorrow. It takes about 24 hours to lose about an inch and a half, and it seems to be about an inch and a half over what is acceptable.
Well, hopefully it goes down by Friday, and hopefully we don't gain it all back Saturday.
True.
So. Okay, for citizen comments, we don't have any emails or any correspondence to,
Not specific to the meeting, no.
okay. Any inputs and concerns from the commissioners?
None? No, none here.
Okay, with that then, I'd like to motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by trustee Spencer. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, very good. In 6 minutes, we'll start the board meeting.
Hello, Mark.
Good evening.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Hi, Mark. Marky.
Nice
Hola.
to see you.
Hey, can everybody still hear me?
Yeah.
You had a really bad echo during the Lake District meeting.
That's because I can't get the video on the other one to work, so
Ugh.
I'll look at this, but you'll hear me on the other one. I'll be happy when we all get back into real time.
Yeah.
Everybody got the email, the reminder that we're having border review June 4th?
Yes.
What's the movie?
The movie for border review? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what's the movie? Battle of the Bulge?
Jake is our new assessor. He might have new things for us. We'll see.
Do we at this point have any?
No, he had nobody for open book. He had one guy call him, but he
They got
had
it.
all these comps and he had nothing. So
They gotta resolve them.
yeah,
Michelle, what time is that meeting on the 4th?
2 to
2
4.
o'clock.
What is it?
2 to 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, puppies.
Did Tim give you a different chair to sit in, Barb?
I'm not sitting on your balloon chair. So
Okay.
Tim got me another chair and I was too low. So
Oh.
I took Veronica's chair, but don't tell her.
I won't tell
Thank you.
Good evening, Mark.
Hello.
Hey, Tim, is Miss Palmerville here?
Can you hear everything?
I can hear fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Tim,
Yes.
is Miss Palmerville here?
No.
Okay. All right, Trustee Christensen, take your thing off of mute, please. Thank you.
It's done.
Okay, are we all ready?
Yes.
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 Everybody? Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Can I have roll call, please?
President Burns,
Yep.
Trustee Brenner,
Here.
Trustee Christensen,
Here.
Trustee Garland,
Here.
Trustee Spencer,
Here.
Trustee Walter.
Here.
And an open meeting compliance check, please.
Agenda's posted on Monday at the Village Hall and at the bank.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first order of business is I'd like to move to approve the previous meeting minutes from the regular board meeting of April 15th, 2020. Can I get a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee Christensen.
No, that wasn't me.
No, it was
Who
me.
was it? Who?
Me, Gloria.
Oh, okay, trustee Walter. Sorry about that.
That's right.
Any questions or corrections?
No?
Okay.
No.
Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Leonard,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes,
President Burns.
Yes. I'd like to then move to approve the presentation of allowances and disallowances as presented. Can I get a second on that?
Second.
Second by trustee Spencer. On the question, Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
yes.
President Burns.
Yes. Okay, presentations, petitions, and communication, village engineers report. Mark?
The only thing I can add, since last week's meeting, the water plant startup is moving along smoothly. They've made the water main connection and waiting for the safe samples to come back before they put that in service. They're doing startups of equipment and they'll be ramping up the pressure slowly just to make sure there's no issue with the
Excuse
existing
me.
water main system. Also, the high school connected their private water main to the Highway 50 village system this week as well, and they're progressing with their project. That's my report.
Thank you, sir. Community library report, trustee Walter.
Yes, okay, we met in April and they're going to have, well, they started the pickups, the curbside pickup and drop-offs, May 4th. And that's from Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's by appointment only, so you have to call if you want to pick up books, make arrangements, and then they'll give you a time for you to come and pick them up. Everybody's working. They're working on a rotating basis. And that's about all I have right now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask a quick question? Gloria, do you know how
Yeah.
well that's going? Do you have any
It's going
numbers?
very well.
But do you have-
Go ahead.
Do they have any numbers of how many people are utilizing it?
Not yet, because it just
Okay.
started. Actually, I
Okay.
think it started April 24th.
Mhm.
So we had an emergency meeting May 11th. But she didn't have any numbers yet. So I'm sure we meet Tuesday, the 26th. I would think she would have numbers by then. But I know she said in the beginning that people were calling left and right, wanting books. And now it's kind of settled down a little bit.
Right. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions concerning the library? Okay, building and zoning, Administrator Papanda.
We have an uptick in building permits, which is quite surprising to me at this time. We've seen, for this time of the year, for May, we've seen a 12% increase in permits for the month, which is, again, surprising. Then switching to zoning, we have some, we need to get back on track with planning commission meetings because we have quite a few things that are pressing and need to go forward, including a subdivision. The subdivision is existing, it's Whitetail Ridge, but it's phase 2 of their subdivision that they would like to get started on. Apparently, with the lower interest rates, they being Bear Development has indicated that they have sold just recently, this last weekend, an additional 5 house packages. So it's good to know that at least the construction economy is still moving. That's what I have for building and zoning, President Burns.
Hey, you want to just go into stormwater then, please?
Yes, in stormwater, there's something later on the agenda under Public Works that ties to stormwater for a culvert replacement across cross street or across culvert. And we had an exceptional amount of rain seen on the local weather channel and also on one of the news channels out of Milwaukee, that this thus far in 2020, the most precipitation our area has ever had, and that this last year was a record rain event for May, or the month of May had the record amount of precipitation. And this month already, and we're not even through the whole month, has surpassed last month's last year's precipitation for May. That being said, we had a crushing storm Sunday in that in precipitation, the amount of rain that we received, and we did have some flooding, local road flooding on 250th Avenue, on 67th Street and 248th and 236th. Road was closed temporarily with barricades to protect the public from driving through the water. But the normal flooding that we have in people's basements and homes and so forth, as a result of those regional flooding incidents, we didn't have that reported to us. So we think that we did pretty well considering the amount of rain. If we were going to get flooding, it would be now because of the amount of precipitation and rain that we've had. So that's my report, President Burns.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Palmerville is not with us tonight, so there's no county report. So we'll move right into committee reports, finance and administration. Last Wednesday, other than just going over the bills over 1,000, we discussed the extension of our interim water system loan for 90 days. There'll be a motion on that tonight. And then we had our final conversation on the vacancy as far as the trustee position goes. So unless there's any questions from the committee of the whole last Wednesday, I'll go right into the motions. I'd like to move to approve bills over 1,000 as presented. Could I get a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee Spencer. Is there any questions? Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes. And then on the next motion, it has me signing a document. So I believe trustee Brenner, do you have that motion?
I do.
Okay, if you could go ahead and make that, please.
Sure. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the village president and village clerk to sign a 90-day extension for the Community State Bank General Obligation Promissory Note for interim financing of the water utility district's system improvements. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Spencer. On the question, Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes. Okay, before we go to this motion, as I said last Wednesday, I'll be abstaining from this vote. I'm citing ordinance 2.01, ordinance 3.06B as in Bravo, and ordinance 3.10E as in Edward. I'd like to move to appoint Richard Fish to the Village Board of Trustees to fill the remainder of the term held by the former trustee Gary Kaditz. Can I get a second, please?
Second?
Second.
Second by trustee Brenner. Is there any questions? No, I don't think there should be. Okay, Madam Clerk, if you could please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
No.
Garland,
No.
Spencer,
No.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns, you're gonna abstain. I already have that.
Correct. Okay, so motion does not pass. Is there a counter motion on the floor?
I have a motion to appoint Benna Alberg to the Village Board of Trustees to fill the vacant trustee seat left by the passing of trustee Gary Kaditz. The term shall expire on April 12th, 2021. Can I get a second?
Second.
Here we have a revised motion and we have a second on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
No,
President Burns.
Abstain. Okay, motion passes. Tim, if you would get with Benna and get her all the documentation and that big pile, that big pile of paperwork to try and get her up to speed.
I will do that. And I think she may be watching tonight on YouTube. If
Okay.
you're out there, Benna, congratulations and welcome.
Yes, welcome to the board, Benna. Okay, that concludes my report. Judiciary and license. Trustee Walter, is there anything to discuss? I don't believe so.
no, since there was no court, no, I have no report.
Okay, thank you. Police and fire. Last Wednesday, police and fire reports. We had police, but not fire. I just got fire at 4:30 this afternoon. And then we talked about, Trustee Garland had requested to discuss a speeding issue on 61st. So I'll go into the police report. 14% of the calls had to do with Highway 50. And 33% of these, 33% of the total 166 calls were officer initiated. Things are obviously a little different out in the field because of the pandemic situation. Starting this Sunday, let me verify it. Yeah, starting this Sunday, things go back to normal. I believe Juan will be back with us patrolling the village. So things are slowly starting to return to normal, but obviously with some precautionary measures still factored in. On the fire report, we had 7 EMS calls. We had 3 accidents. We had 2 burning calls. I don't know if they resulted in violation or not. We had one, we had 1 garbage truck fire, which I think we've all heard of by now.
Yes.
And obviously that got taken care of correctly. And then we had, I've got a building fire. I don't know what that was about, but I don't believe any building went fully engulfed. So apparently it was a small fire, was able to be confined and put out. One thing the fire department did say is, and we've heard it on the news, is that people are afraid to go into the hospital because for fear that they're going to be at greater risk of catching COVID-19, sorry. This is translated into the field where the calls are getting, the EMS calls, is people are way past where they should have made the decision to get into the hospital. So they've had some calls that I believe there was one that was somewhat of a trauma situation because of the delay. So anyhow, I think the point to be made here is if you're going to call 911, call 911. Don't let the fact that you may end up going to the emergency room distract you from doing that. Okay, the issue with 61st Street, conversation kind of turned to an intersection situation, and that wasn't on the agenda, so we couldn't discuss that. But I don't know that anything was, I don't have any notes that anything was really discussed concerning 61st Street. So that concludes police and fire. Health, welfare, and recycling, Trustee Christensen.
At the committee of the whole, we just discussed the annual recycling report, spring and yard waste collection, and the e-waste. Other than that, I have nothing else.
Okay, thank you. Just a follow-up on the fireworks. I did get a copy of an email where Nikki had sent to Chief Slover, just verification that they'll be on site. I haven't seen a response, so again, once that response comes in, we got all of our bases covered, and then there's no reason not to sign the permit, so we should be good to go on that. I don't know, Trustee Christensen, if
I
you
did
want to
have-
do you want
I
to
did
discuss
have-
anything with the parade, or do you want to wait till committee of the
Well,
whole?
I thought it would have to wait till the committee of the whole since it's not on the agenda, but I did speak with Tim.
Okay.
So I would say it would probably go on the committee of the whole next month.
Okay,
Can I discuss it now? It's not on the agenda.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Building,
well.
is that it?
Yes.
Is there- Okay. Building and grounds, Trustee Brenner.
I have nothing to report on buildings and grounds at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Public Works, Trustee Spencer.
Thank you, President Burns. You know what? Before I get started on this long list of motions, I got a question for Tim. Am I missing a motion for the 2 seasonal public works employees?
I don't believe you are. I was under the impression that was sent to you.
I don't have a motion on the on hiring. It's not even on the agenda though.
There was a revised
It's number
agenda.
7.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me see then. Maybe I do have it. Let me look at the revised agenda here.
Trustee Spencer, I have the motion here. I don't know that it would get to you.
Let me see if I have it.
Let me scroll down to the bottom here. Yeah, I do. I have their resumes, and their applications, but I do not have the motion.
I think I can get it to you shortly.
Yeah, if you just shoot on the email, I'll get it right away.
Yeah, I will. I will
start with the other motions, and by the time I get through that, I should have that one. All right, let me get started on the motions. My first motion here is I'd like to authorize village staff to pay Wanasek Construction invoice number 10794 in the amount of $12,322.38 for the repair of water leaks in the west side water main. Can I get a second?
Second,
Second by Trustee Brenner. On the question, Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes.
All right, my second motion is going to be to authorize village administrator to purchase replacement tires for various village equipment pursuant into the village purchasing policy. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by Trustee Garland on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes.
All right, my third one is to authorize village administrator to purchase 2 sanitary sewer plant chemical feed pumps from Wisconsin Pump Works in the amount of $5,812.00. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Walter on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and President Burns.
Yes.
All right. Like the next motion to authorize village staff to pay Staub Construction for payment request number 7 in the amount of $142,975.00 for work performed on the water system improvement project. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Garland on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes.
All right. My next motion is to authorize village administrator to hire Wanasek Construction to perform emergency repairs to storm water system cross culvert at 61st Street and 240th Avenue with a cost not to exceed $7,750. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by trustee Brenner on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes.
Excuse me, President Burns,
Yes.
can I ask trustee Spencer if he's received that email?
Yes.
Okay,
I have it up already.
good.
There it is.
I trust you. You know, don't-
All right, next one is to authorize village staff to pay K&M Welding and Fabrication invoice number 2138 in the amount of $1,328 for fabrication of 2 loader buckets. Can I get a second?
Looking for a second.
Second.
Second by trustee Garland on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
President Burns.
Yes.
All right, and my last motion for this evening is to authorize the village administrator to offer Kyle Gendron and Kevin Brenner temporary seasonal employment as public works employees. Terms of employment will be from May 20th, 2020 through September 11th, 2020 at an hourly rate of $10 without village-sponsored benefits. This offer and employment agreement are subject to successful completion and passing of drug and alcohol and fit to work exam. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Walter on the question. Madam Clerk, please call for the vote.
Brenner,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Garland,
Yes.
Spencer,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and President Burns.
Yes.
And that's all I have for this evening, President Burns.
Okay, thank you, trustee Spencer. Hopefully by this time next month, we'll have a bright red shiny truck
It
for
looks
everybody
nice.
to see.
It looks
Hopefully.
nice.
Hopefully. Okay, tree commission, trustee Garland.
Yeah, we had nothing on the agenda last week, so I got nothing to report.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, reports of village officials, just a couple things. I don't know if you've seen it, but because the Wisconsin Supreme Court had abolished the stay-at-home order from Governor Evers, Kenosha County has come up with their own program called Kenosha County Kickstart. It works in basically similar to the what Governor Evers' program was, but it's more defined as it relates to Kenosha County. I believe out of the 6 criteria, we're still waiting on 2 to turn green. So that's what we'll be working under as well. For anybody that has interest, there is free COVID-19 testing at Pick and Save at 5710 75th Street in Kenosha. That extends through the 29th, not inclusive of Memorial Day, however, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It looks like you don't need a doctor's note or anything. It's just a drive-up deal. They take you as you come. Next month, now that we have a full board back, and I want to thank the entire board for cooperation on this so we could get back to a 7-member board. So we'll have, I'll have committee assignments. There'll be just a couple shifting around in order to accommodate Ms. Alberg onto the board. So that'll be next month. You'll have it at the committee of the whole meeting. And then, as it's been mentioned earlier, next month or starting next month, we will once again be live in studio. We won't be going over the internet like this. So that's all I have. Clerk Treasurer report.
I have nothing to report. The Village Hall is open again. Haven't been too busy. And we're closed on Monday for the holiday.
Okay, thank you. Administrator's report.
I just want to say that have a great weekend, nice long weekend. It was nice to see something rare and unusual this morning, the sun.
Right.
So, yeah. When we come back into full session, we're going to be very busy for the next 3 months. So be prepared.
So get ready.
Yep.
President Burns, I have a question on this motion that I had to make. And I don't remember who seconded it. Will they come in and second it? Or I think it was Bob Spencer.
I believe you're correct. I can look back on it, but either Michelle can email it to Trustee Spencer, he'll sign it and then send it back. But yeah, just leave it on Michelle's desk because I've got all the.
I am at Michelle's desk.
Well, then you don't have to leave it very far, do you?
No. Thank you.
Okay. Any old business? Any new business for next month's discussion?
Nope.
I've got inputs and concerns, but that we just covered in old and new. No, no emails or anything to address?
No.
Administrator Panda?
No, sir.
Hey,
Okay.
Jim, I have a question. When does all the new people start?
I'm sorry.
When do all the new people start? When do I have to
7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Are they coming up to fill out paperwork tomorrow?
Of course they will. That's the protocol.
All right, I just gotta get it all ready.
I think Marla laid it all out for you today.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
And speaking of which, I think, I believe that Ms. Palmaville takes office on the 21st as well. So it's just odd that it plays out that way, but I think she takes county office on the 21st. Oh, no, that was if it was April. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Well, it's a good thing it's the end of the meeting. Okay, I'd like to move to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Garland. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I.
Any opposed? Okay, folks. Very good.
Aye.
Thank you. Good night.
See you next
Enjoy
month.
the rest of your day.